Welcome back. The pandemic has disrupted the nightly habits of many Americans, and now researchers are revealing that one way to reduce your risk of heart disease boils down to a very specific bedtime. The European Society of Cardiologists' latest study shows falling asleep between 10 and 11 p.m. lowers the risk of developing cardiovascular disease. Warning, early or late bedtimes may be more likely to disrupt the body clock. The study, which followed 88,000 people in the United Kingdom for nearly 6 years, found that night owls who went to bed after midnight had a 25% higher risk. And somewhat surprisingly, those who said goodnight before 10 o'clock also had a 24% higher risk.
Remember something, when you're asleep, it's kind of giving your heart a little bit of a break to rest and relax and be ready for the next day. So when you shorten that time, your heart unfortunately doesn't get the rest that it needs.
Now, Americans still adjusting to life after COVID lockdown report they're increasingly finding it a struggle to sleep. Since the pandemic began, researchers around the globe have seen a surge in sleep disorders. 2 out of every 3 American adults report they're sleeping more or less than they want to. Robinhood says a hacker gained access to its systems last week, making off with the personal information of about 5 million customers. The trading app says the incident took place last Wednesday and the breach has since been contained. Email addresses were exposed, as were the full names of about 2 million users. For a small handful, they say more details were revealed, but so far Robinhood says customers haven't experienced any financial losses. The company says it has informed authorities and is currently working with a cybersecurity firm. Amazon will start accepting Venmo as a form of payment next year. PayPal, which owns the payments platform, made the announcement during its earnings call yesterday. If you have a U.S. Venmo account, PayPal says you'll be able to use it for purchases on both Amazon's website and app. You'll also be able to use either your Venmo balance or a linked bank account to pay. Macys is raising the minimum wage of its more than 100,000 U.S. employees. The company says it'll pay new or current minimum wage workers $15 an hour by May. The move comes as retailers are fighting to hire and keep workers in a competitive labor market. A worker shortage driven by the pandemic has spurred chains to raise wages and provide more benefits this year. There's also concern that there won't be enough workers in stores and warehouses during the holidays. Once the increases take effect, Macys' average base pay will be above $17 an hour.